Hello, this is Fred Ross. Once again, Apostle Fred Ross out of Time is Running Out Ministries. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to talk about right now about witchcraft that comes against to try and destroy your marriage. The day that God reconciled me and my wife back together. Sorry about the light. At the time, I was working, and I had just moved back home. And while I was driving home, God said, when you get home, I want you to anoint your house. I want you to anoint your children. I want you to anoint your wife. I want you to anoint the vents in your house, because demons can go into the vents. And so I went home and I did as the Holy Spirit instructed me. When I got home, I anointed everybody. I anointed the vents. I anointed the house. I anointed my wife. And God said, I want you to walk around your wife and start calling out spirits. And I want you to call out every spirit that I name. But do not lay your hands on her until I tell you to. So I did what the Holy Spirit directed me to. And I was calling out spirits. And when I walked around her my seventh time, I heard the Holy Spirit say witchcraft. And when I say witchcraft, I called it out, and God said, now lay your hands on her. So I laid my hands on her, and as soon as I did, this demon that looked like it was half wolf, half man, a real jet black spirit, jumped off of her and was lunging toward me. As soon as that happened, there was 15 angels that appeared in the room. And they all put their hands in the air and their heads in the air, and they was looking toward the sky like they were giving reverence to God. My wife can tell you she saw the exact same thing. And as soon as that demon tried to lunge at me, you know how you go to an establishment and there's a ruckus going on, and security comes, and whoever's starting to fight, they grab them by both arms and they drag them out the facility. Well, that's how the angels did that demon. They rushed that demon by both arms. They went up into the sky, and then they went plunged right down into the floor, and they disappeared. Well, me and my wife started praying, and God had revealed to us there was someone that was praying against our covenant. There was someone praying that me and my wife split up, and God had showed me that there was a person who sent a spirit of suicide out against my wife. And so after I dealt with that spirit of witchcraft, I began praying more, and God started showing me a spirit of suicide, and I cast that spirit out, not knowing that my wife was contemplating suicide at that time. Never brought it up to me. But later on, 24 hours after all of that happened, that same person that was praying against our marriage had made a comment about her praying that very thing that I'm talking to you about. So don't think that everybody that smiles in your face and says that they're happy for you are happy for you. We're supposed to make sure that we're covering not only our wives, but our wives are supposed to be covering us in prayer as well. I'm going to leave that on that clip right here, and then I'll pick it back up later on. I hope that God is giving you some type of revelation for what I'm saying, because more and more people today are not waiting on God anymore. They're using the occult to try and get what they want. So you guys be blessed. I love you, and I'll talk to you later.